కరోనా కరాళ నృత్యం చేస్తున్న వేళ సామాజిక దూరం పాటిస్తూ మాస్కులు ధరిస్తూ వ్యక్తిగత శుభ్రతను పాటిస్తూ వార్తా స్రవంతిని మీ ముంగిట తెస్తుంది మీ భారత్ టుడే న్యూస్ ఛానల్. దేశం కోసం, ధర్మం కోసం.
In today's class, we will be discussing wavy curve method. Wavy curve method is very important to you in solving some inequations. Most of these inequations will be algebraic inequations, and some of them it is also useful to you in solving some trigonometric equations, exponential equations, equations using some miscellaneous functions like modulus, greatest integer, etc. So this wavy curve method basically is used to solve inequations wherever we are involved with greater than, less than and equality symbol. I'll start with the basic most inequality, a quadratic inequality. Let's say I have to solve a quadratic inequality x minus 1 into x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. Let us see how to understand this, and through this question let us formulate the idea of framing a general method for wavy curve method. So in order to observe when is x minus 1 into x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0, first what I need to understand is when is this expression positive, when is it 0. So when will this expression be 0? It will be 0 when x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. And in order to say when is it positive, I am talking about sign of this expression. Here I have product of two terms, and product of two terms sign is determined by sign of each of them. So in order to understand this sign of the entire expression, I need to know when x minus 1 is positive and when x minus 2 is positive. So we already did this discussion in absolute value function. To understand when x minus 1 is positive, I have to cut the number line at 1. Let me cut the number line at 1. In order to understand when is x minus 2 positive, I have to cut the number line at 2. Now this entire discussion is now split into three cases: minus infinity to 1, 1 to 2 and 2 to infinity. Let me understand the sign of each of this and the expression in entirety in each of these three cases. Let me start with the first case where x is greater than 2. Now when x is greater than 2, what can you say about the sign of x minus 1? X is a number greater than 2. Will x minus 1 be positive or negative? Absolutely right, it is positive. X is a number greater than 2. X minus 2, will it be positive or negative? Positive, right? So this is also positive. So product of two positive numbers, what will it be? Positive. So in this area, our expression x minus 1 into x minus 2 is entirely positive. Let me look at the next situation. X lies between 1 and 2. X is somewhere here. Now x is greater than 1, x is less than 2. That is what we mean by this region. X minus 1, is it positive or negative? X is greater than 1, so x minus 1 is positive. X is less than 2, so x minus 2 is negative. So effectively what will happen to this product? One is positive, other is negative, so totally it is negative. Let me come to the third region. What is this region? X is less than 1 as well as 2. Now x minus 1, will it be positive or negative? X is less than 1, so x minus 1 would be negative. X is less than 2, so x minus 2 is also negative. Product of two negative numbers will be positive. So in this region we have positive. So here I have positive, here I have negative, here I have positive. It is like moving like a wave, crest and a trough, crest and a trough. Initially positive above the axis, then negative below the axis, then above the axis, then below the axis. That is the reason we call it wavy curve method. So in this we find numbers to be positive, then negative, then positive. It is not important to write that curve, draw that curve. It is just understand the sign of it. Now what do we want in this question? In this question I want to solve for those values of x. Question is solve x minus 1 into x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0. So I have to solve for those values of x for which this expression is greater than or equal to 0. Now where is this expression positive, greater than 0? From minus infinity to 1, and then again from 2 to infinity. Between 1 and 2 it is negative. I want the numbers for which it is greater than or equal to 0. Now this expression can as well be 0. When will this be 0? When x is equal to 1 and when x is equal to 2. So at 1 it is a closed interval, because x equal to 1 will make it 0 and 0 is part of our answer. And at x equal to 2 also expression is becoming 0 and 0 is allowed. 0 has to be part of the answer. So what is your answer? Minus infinity to 1 union 2 to infinity. Minus infinity to closed 1 union closed 2 to infinity. You have to be very careful with putting these brackets, especially in this method. You will get lot of situations where simply open is converted to closed or closed is changed to open, you lose complete marks. So you have to be very careful with bracket. Equality is given, x equal to 2 is making it 0 and expression can be 0, so it is closed interval. You have to check at every stage. So some textbooks will directly give this result. It is not very advisable to remember the result. It is nothing, very simple. At number line, cut the number line at 1, cut the number line at 2, positive, negative, positive. If you want it to be positive, minus infinity to 1, 2 to infinity. If you want the expression to be negative, 1 to 2. As simple as that. So you need not remember and waste your memory for something simple as this. Let me look at another question of similar pattern where I have two brackets. And also understanding this method, you can do question of any length. You need not restrict yourself to quadratic. You can do it for cubic, which we will be doing, a biquadratic and rational functions, and even for trigonometric or exponential functions. So once you understand the concept, once you understand how you are getting those numbers, how you are getting the solution, you can extend it to any level. So let me solve x minus 4 into x plus 3 greater than 0. Solve x minus 4 into x plus 3 greater than 0. How to understand the sign of, effectively I am asked sign of this expression. So how to understand sign of this expression? X is greater than 4 or less than 4. It depends on x is greater than 4 or less than 4. Cut the number line at 4. How about this expression? Cut the number line at minus 3. This is x minus minus 3. I have to cut it at minus 3. If x is greater than 4, x minus 4 will be positive, x plus 3 is also positive. So effectively this expression will be positive. If x is between minus 3 and 4, somewhere here, that means x is less than 4. When x is less than 4, x minus 4 will be negative. X is greater than minus 3, so x plus 3 is positive. One number is positive, other number is negative, so our product will entirely be negative. Is that clear? Third case, what is it? I want you to answer. X is less than minus 3. So x plus 3 will also be negative. X minus 4 will also be negative. Product of two negative numbers is positive wavy curve. Initially you practice doing it for all the cases. Slowly you can, once you start with this part, you will be able to write everything. So effectively what is happening? In this case it is positive, negative, positive, and what you want this equation to be? Strictly greater than 0, positive. When is it positive? Minus infinity to minus 3 it is positive, and again from 4 to infinity it is positive. So we put a union in between this plus as well as this. Now, is it an open interval or a closed interval? Can x be minus 3? What happens if x is minus 3? This will become 0. Can it be equal to 0? No, it has to be strictly greater than 0. So minus 3 is not part of our answer. It has to be open minus 3 and it has to be open 4. So answer is from minus infinity to minus 3 union 4 to infinity. This will be your answer. Is the method clear? Now let us see what happens if I extend this to 3 terms. Let us look at another question. Solve x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 less than or equal to 0. X cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 less than or equal to 0. So this is a cubic inequality. Can you identify factors of a cubic? So whenever you are given a cubic equation or an inequation, one of the roots you have to identify by inspection. Just by looking at the equation, you should be able to recall that root. So here, substituting 0, will it make it 0? No. Substituting 1 here, minus 6, nothing, minus 12, 1 plus 11 is 12. So 12 minus 12 is getting cancelled. 1 plus 11, I am substituting 1 in place of x. 1 plus 11 is 12. 6 is 12. So 12 minus 12 is 0. So 1 is satisfying that equation. So x minus 1 is a factor. X minus 1 is a factor. So if you further factorize it, I want x cube here. So x should be multiplied by x square. You can do synthetic division if you are comfortable, but this method will be very easy to you once you practice. Minus x square I have. I want minus 6x square. So I want one more 5. So minus 5x. Minus 5x square minus x square will make it minus 6x square. Now constant term, what should it be? Minus 6. I have minus 1 here. So it should be plus 6. Minus 1 into 6 will make it minus 6. So this is less than or equal to 0. This you can easily see the factors. X minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 less than or equal to 0. 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 into 3 is 6. Now to understand the sign of this entire expression, it depends on sign of each of these terms. So to understand sign of x minus 1, I want to cut the number line at 1. To understand the sign of x minus 2, I have to cut it at 2. To understand the sign of x minus 3, I have to cut it at 3. So cut the number line at 1, 2 and 3. So effectively how many parts? 4 parts. So our discussion has 4 cases. So let us look at first case. X is here. That means x is greater than 3. When x is greater than 3, x minus 3, what is it? Positive. X minus 2, positive. X minus 1, positive. X is greater than 3. So automatically x will be greater than 2 and x will be greater than 1. So each of these expressions will be positive, positive and positive. So entire product will become what? Positive. Let me look at the next case. What is it? X lying between 2 and 3. X is between 2 and 3. X is here. So x is less than 3 but greater than 2 and greater than 1. So x minus 3 is negative. X minus 2 is positive. X minus 1 is also positive. So positive, positive, negative. What is product of all the 3 numbers? Positive into positive is positive, into negative is negative. So effectively this is minus sign. It has to be a wavy curve, right? So here positive, so automatically this has to be negative, this has to be positive, this has to be negative. Let us see if our observation is right. What should happen in the next case? X is here between 1 and 2. So x is less than 2. X is less than 3. X minus 3 is negative. X minus 2 is also negative. X minus 1 is positive. X is greater than 1. So x minus 1 is positive. So one positive number and 2 negative numbers, entirely this product will become positive. All through product is positive. So in this particular case it is positive. How about this last case? x is less than 1. So x minus 1 will be negative, x minus 2 is also negative, x minus 3 is also negative. All the three terms are negative. Product of three negative terms, what will it be? Negative. So our observation is right. From negative to positive to negative to positive. Yes or no? You can see a wavy curve. What do I want this expression to be? Less than, negative or equal to 0. Negative. When will this expression be negative? It is negative in this region where minus infinity to 1 it is negative, and again it is negative from 2 to 3, and rest of the intervals it is positive. I want only negative region, and it will always be open at minus infinity. At 1, should it be closed or open? 1, is it part of our answer? Yes. When I put x equal to 1, I will get 0, and 0 is permitted here. Equality is given. So it is closed interval. Similarly, it is closed at 2 and closed at 3. So you are ready now to solve a quadratic and a cubic inequality. Let me extend the same discussion to ratio of two quadratics, an inequality which will contain ratio of two quadratics. You can see everything will be very easy from here. Next question, let us see, solve the rational inequality x square minus 5x plus 6 divided by x square minus 7x plus 12 less than 0, less than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 0. Okay, so this is a rational inequality. What is a rational function? A polynomial divided by another polynomial will be a rational function. So here you have ratio of two polynomials. So concept remains simple. Whether it is product of two numbers or ratio of two numbers, if both of them are positive, product will be positive as well as ratio will be positive. So nothing will change. So a by b ratio or ab sign, a by b sign or ab sign, both of them will be of same sign. The numbers a by b and ab will be of same sign. So whether it is a product or whether it is ratio, it will not matter much except for one point. I will tell you during the question. So factorize numerator and factorize denominator. X square minus 5x plus 3, we also saw it in the previous question. It is x minus 2 into x minus 3. 5 you can write it as 2 plus 3. 7, 12. 3 into 4 is 12, 3 plus 4 is 7. So this is x minus 3 into x minus 4. We want this to be less than or equal to 0. Now shall I cancel x minus 3 and x minus 3? Yes, you can, but you have to be very careful that 3 is in the denominator. X should not be 3 at any cost. What you have to remember? Because x minus 3, once you cancel these two, 3 will not be visible. Before cancelling, especially whenever you are cancelling, you have to check whether that number can be 0 or not. Only after ensuring that you cancel. So before cancelling, I am checking whether x can be 3 or not. What will happen if x is 3? Denominator is becoming 0. Denominator 0 is what? It is like chair below your bomb. Never ever let it be 0. So x cannot be 3. So most important thing is you will write that x cannot be 3 and only after that you will cancel it. Very important, remember. So now what are you left with? A simple linear by linear. X minus 2 by x minus 4, you want it to be less than or equal to 0. So to understand the sign of this, I will cut the number line at 2. I will cut the number line at 4. After 4, x minus 4 is positive, x minus 2 is positive, product is positive. Wavy curve in between these two, 2 and 4, x minus 2 will be negative, x minus 4 will be positive, so product is negative. Here both of them will be negative, so product is positive. Positive, negative and positive. So what can you say? It's a wavy curve. So what do you want this to be? X minus 2 by x minus 4, you want it to be less than or equal to 0. You want it to be less than or equal to 0. So where is it negative? Between 2 and 4 it is negative. So what will be your answer? 2 to 4. Open or closed? x equal to 2 will make it 0 and it can be 0, right? So closed at 2. You have to be very careful here. See, 2 is permitted. 2 minus 2 is 0. It is in the numerator, and numerator 0 is permitted. Whereas can x be 4? 4 minus 4. Denominator is becoming 0. Denominator 0 is like bomb below your seat. Never ever let it be 0. So x can never be 4. It has to be open interval. Though equality is given here, denominator is becoming 0, which is never allowed. So 2 to 4. Is this your answer? Now we made an important note that 3 should never be part of our answer. What is the question which you have to take? 3 should never be part of our answer. Is 3 part of this interval 2 to 4? Yes, it is somewhere in between 2 and 4. So you have to ensure that this 3 is removed. So what will be your answer? 2 to 4, close 2 to open 4, except for the number 3. Are the cautions clear? We were to be cautious at 2 places here. Denominator, we are not allowing it to be 0. So at 4 it is open interval, and while cancelling x minus 3 and x minus 3 also, don't blindly cancel it. Cancel it only after writing that x equal to 3 should not be part of your answer. Is it clear now? Wonderful. So we will do some more such questions. I told you I will give you quadratic by quadratic, but I did not give you quadratic by quadratic. It came out to be quadratic by linear. So let me give you a question which is actually quadratic by quadratic. X square minus 7x plus 12 by x square plus 7x plus 12. Factorize numerator, x minus 3 into x minus 4. Factorize denominator, x plus 3 into x plus 4. How many terms are there? What is the question? Solve the inequation x square minus 7x plus 12 by x square plus 7x plus 12 less than or equal to 0. I am factorizing the numerator, I am factorizing the denominator. So to understand the sign of this expression, I have to understand sign of each of these 4 terms individually and thereby collectively. So cut the number line at 4 to understand sign of x minus 4. Cut the number line at 3 to understand the sign of x minus 3. Cut the number line at minus 3 to understand the sign of x plus 3. Cut the number line at minus 4 to understand the sign of x plus 4. X plus 4 is positive if x is greater than minus 4. So cut the number line at minus 4. So in this case what will happen? X is greater than 4. When x is greater than 4, x minus 4 is positive, x minus 3 is positive, x plus 3 is positive, x plus 4 is positive. All 4 brackets are positive. So in entirety this will be positive. What is happening between 3 to 4? You can guess now. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. Right? Or you want to see in between 3 and 4, x minus 4 will be negative, x is less than 4, x is greater than remaining 3 numbers, so rest everything is positive. X plus 3 is positive, x plus 4 is positive, x minus 3 is positive, only one number is negative. So what will happen to the product? Yes, negative. Here what will happen? X minus 3 is negative, x minus 4 is negative, 2 negative numbers and 2 positive numbers. So 2 positive numbers, product will be positive, 2 negative numbers, that will also be positive, ratio will be positive. Here what is happening? X plus 3 is positive, x plus 3 is negative, x minus 3 is negative, x minus 4 is negative, 3 numbers